Welcome back, guys. Today I wanted to talk about a sensitive subject, and that is, can 343 ever earn our forgiveness? I was just thinking about how, the big picture of what's been going on, and with Season 5 coming up in just a couple of weeks, it's been making me think about what is the future of Infinite? What is the future of the Halo community? We have so many content creators leaving. We have so many people doubting the future of Halo. And I want to talk about something that has been kind of brewing and kind of turning into something a little bit ugly. And, at first this seemed like perhaps it could just be trolls or just an angry mob, but the Halo community genuinely does feel wronged, and I want to talk about what needs to be done for this to be corrected, for us to forgive 343, for us to move on, because at this point it's getting a little bit unavoidable of a subject. I mean, there is just bitterness everywhere, and people will come by and say, oh my god, the Halo community is so toxic, but they might not be considering the whole picture. And I want to talk a little bit about the whole picture here, because there is a lot of anger about Halo Infinite and how this game released and how it never was quite fixed in the way that we wanted. It's never had that big comeback that we've been dying for, that we've hoped for, and that we've been, hyping up for, right? Season 5 is coming out soon. We don't have any details about it yet, official details, although there is a lot of leaks of juicy stuff coming in Season 5 and Season 6, but the truth is that I think a lot of Halo fans don't like 343, and that they've lost hope in 343 and future Halo. Ironically, today's 343 is not anything near the same as it was that kind of got Halo into this situation. Perhaps maybe I am more sensitive to this than other people. I don't really think so, but as a content creator, as someone that is intimately involved with, Halo news and watches every single thing that has happened unfold in the way that it has, I do find myself a little bit bitter, and I have to imagine I am not the only one. I mean, I'm really curious on what the comment section will look like on this video. I'm sure it's going to be quite debatey, but I think that if you look at any Halo video, this is a prominent subject that comes up, and that a lot of Halo fans, not trolls, Halo fans are angry for good reason. And quite frankly, I just get kind of annoyed when people say it's just a video game, but then when their football team loses, they lose their minds, right? Like, this is something that you care about. Yes, it's just a video game, but it's also a part of your life, and you identify with it probably. These people that are, being fair and civil, not like sending out threats and stuff, but civil Halo fans that are angry and upset. We need these people. They are the fuel that this franchise is running on. This was pretty obvious when Reddit blew up back during the launch of the game, but it seemed like the average Halo fan understood what to do and what not to do with the game's development way easier than 343 did. So even though 343 is not the same entity exactly as it was that got us into this situation with Infinite and Halo 4 and 5, because all those leaders like Frank O'Connor, Kiki Wolfkill, Bonnie Ross, I'm not sure what their personal responsibilities are, but the franchise during its biggest mistakes were under their, leadership. Had those big explosions happen in the Halo community and really drove fans away. So those people have left, as well as many other leadership positions have left, unfortunately, including Joseph Staten. And so now we are left with a studio where I'm not even really sure quite how many people work at the studio or what they're actually actively working on most of the time, because, seasons are still kind of staggered. We don't have a roadmap right now. We're not really sure about the future of Infinite or even the franchise. And so I think that would probably be a really good start to addressing people's anger over the years. And just like they did with MCC, and it does make me annoyed that they only kind of explained in depth what was wrong with MCC, why it launched in a disaster once they started relaunching the game. So I think the very beginning of forgiveness will probably start when we are not joked about or gaslit and are validated in like a video format or a post format, and perhaps at the very least just fixing those original issues, fixing customization, fixing the store, fixing custom game options, and fixing desync. And even though a lot of these things have been tweaked and improved a lot better than launch, it's just too little too late, right? So the very first thing I think 343 needs to do to earn my personal forgiveness is to just fix the game. Just fix the game and get it up to snuff. I want to see Season 5 launch and that be a big success. I want to see Season 6 launch and start really adding some things. And lastly, roadmap. Okay, we need a roadmap, right? I'm a really big believer of actions over words. I think people can say whatever they want, and far too long have I just accepted words as a form of an apology. But when people show that they're sorry in a way that where like what they do moving forward is corrected and that they've learned, that's when a real apology is validated in my book. And I get that the people at 343 now might not be at all responsible for Halo Infinite, which is what's kind of frustrating about this. We never really got that, someone taking huge responsibility for everything, except for Joseph Staten, which he wasn't even working on this game for any more than 10% of its entire development cycle, right? Or something like that. So it's frustrating that we haven't actually had a leader in charge, a strong leader of 343. We do have Pierre Hintz right now, and he did say that 343 is going to still continue developing Halo this year, but it didn't really bring out any strong morale, which it does make me question his leadership. He was leading Halo MCC. He was the person that fixed MCC. He was also the person that I believe Sean W. found out was actually leading the charge with Halo Infinite since day one. So I'm not sure if he's all to blame for everything that's been happening, but the same guy that's been working on MCC is the same guy that has been working on Halo Infinite since day one, I believe. And I would like for him to really take charge. It feels weird that there's no real strong leadership or, news cycle of someone like just talking about this game, telling us, some real responsibility, someone really saying this is what's going to happen with it. It just seems like the throne is empty right now. And I really hope that someone that knows what they're doing will take over. And even though it's not their job, and that's what I think is a good leader, is taking responsibility for sometimes things that aren't exactly your fault, but, kind of has been bestowed upon you to fix and correct, right? And it also shows humility, right? And I think that's another important thing. So I think it's easy. I think fixing Halo would be easy. We just need it to actually happen. But you guys let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. What would it take for you to just kind of get rid of all the bitterness, circling Halo? If you are at all bitter, you might just be very happy with everything, but let me know what your thoughts are right now down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Peace.